So Herbie comes from the business novel The Goal, who was written by Eliyahu Goldratt, and that's where the theory of constraints was popularized. It's the story of a plant manager, Alex, who is finding lots of problems in managing this plant, just like I was finding lots of problem in finding the constraint in knowledge work. And he has an epiphany when he was leading a group of Boy Scouts on a hike through the woods. And one of these was called Herbie. Now, they started off well, but as they went along, Herbie started to fall back, and then he was at the end of the line, and it was a real problem.
Yeah.
So Alex called him, shouted, "Herbie, move on!" As if that can make you walk faster.
It's worth a try to start with.
Yeah, but that's what managers do all the time. No. Come on, Bob, move on. But that didn't quite work. So then he decided to stop the troop, to regroup, and he had a great idea. So the one risk is that the troop just gets lost in the wood because the line is so long. So he said, okay, now everyone walks behind Herbie. Right. So Herbie was in front. The slowest boy was in front. All others got really grumpy. So why should we walk so slowly? And we could do it double. But at least they kept together. But there was still a problem. They were walking too slow. So they would never reach the base camp before the deadline, which was the sunset. And then it would be dark. So he got another moment of insight and stopped the troop again and asked, well, Herbie, what do you have in your backpack? It seems pretty loaded. And Herbie, being a Boy Scout who's always prepared, he opened the backpack, took out 6 cans of tuna, an axe, all sorts of things. It was really a lot. And then Alex said, well, no, all you other guys, you pick up a piece of Herbie's gear, you put it in your backpack, and Herbie doesn't have to carry anything. And of course they got even more grumpy because not only they had to walk slow, but they have to carry Herbie's stuff. Yeah. But with the unloading of Herbie, he could walk much faster. And the great ending of the story, they all came together to the base camp before sunset. Wow.
Yeah.
So that is the story. It's the metaphor, as you said.
Yeah.
But it contains a lot of wisdom. So it exemplifies the 5 focusing steps which Goldratt defined to manage the constraint. One is identify Herbie. Oh, sorry, identify the constraint. It was Herbie, move on.
In this case.
And second is to subordinate, so you all walk behind the constraint.
Yeah.
Second is to oh dear, I always confuse them. The word is really ugly, to exploit the constraint.
Right.
But it means that you allow the constraint to work at maximum capacity.
Yeah.
Third is to subordinate, so everyone walks behind. And fourth is to elevate, to increase the capacity of the constraint. Number 5 is interesting because it's don't relax. Repeat the process over again, because once you have found the constraint and you have elevated the constraint, maybe someone else will become the one who walks the slowest.
Sure.
So you have to keep on repeating this process. So it's a process of ongoing improvement all the time.